Hello YouTubers, this is 777 Forever coming at you with another highly anticipated and highly recommended model. Today I'll be doing a review on a JC Wings Air Caraibes Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide body aircraft in a 1/200 scale model. I purchased this model from Troy's Toys, whose store is based out of Overland Park, Kansas, and his website is www.troystoysinc.com. But first, allow me to share some information about the history of Air Caraibes and how they got started and still operating strongly as of today. Air Caraibes is a French-based airline and a regional airline of the French Caribbean, which comprises of two overseas department territories of France, Guadeloupe and Martinique, as the airline was actually founded in 1969 under the name Société Antillaise de Transport Aérien Air Guadeloupe. Then the airline was established again as Société Caribbean de Transport Aériens 25 years later in September 1994. Then fast forward nearly 6 years later, through the carriers mergers of various local airlines such as Air Guadeloupe, Air Martinique, Air Saint-Barthélemy, and Air Saint-Martin, the airline was finally formed and officially commenced operations in July 2000 under the current name to what has become known today as Air Caraibes. The headquarters of Air Caraibes is located in Les Abymes, Guadeloupe, France, while the airline's main hub and base of operation is located on the grounds of Pointe-à-Pitre International Airport, which is located approximately 1.5 miles northeast of Pointe-à-Pitre on the island of Grand Terre, also in Guadeloupe, France. Sorry if I couldn't pronounce that correctly. And the focus cities of Air Caraibes are located at Martinique, Émy-Zouzaire International Airport, located in Lula-Montagne, Martinique, French West Indies, and Paris-Orly Airport, located in Orly, a suburb of Paris, France. As of January 2018, or at the time of this video review posting, Air Caraibes flies to 14 destinations throughout the French West Indies, the Caribbean, South America, and France, with an operating fleet of 13 aircraft that includes 2 Airbus A350-900XWBs extra wide-body aircraft, including this one. And in addition to the 2 Airbus A350-900XWBs extra wide-body aircraft that are currently operating in the Air Caraibes fleet, the French carrier also has unfulfilled orders for an additional 5 aircraft, which includes 1 Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide-body aircraft, 3 Airbus A350-1000XWBs extra wide-body aircraft, which are scheduled to enter Air Caraibes fleet sometime in 2020, and 1 ATR 72-600. And those aircraft, as we speak, are currently on back order and are awaiting delivery. And also, as of January 2018, or at the time of this video review posting, Air Caraibes currently operates as a certified 3-star airline carrier according to the international airline review firm Skytrax magazine, and the Airbus destination code for Air Caraibes on this particular aircraft is 94X. Now let's take a look at the front of the box, where you see the top of it. You see the aircraft type right there at the top of the box, the airline's logo, the Air Caraibes title, the computer generated picture of the aircraft, as well as the 1/200 scale die-cast aircraft model at the lower part of the box. Now you're looking at the back of the box, where you see the Air Caraibes logo, the title. You see all the specifications on this particular aircraft. I'm kind of feeling that part. JC Wings really did good on that part. You see the warning information. You see the JC Wings logo. And you also see their Facebook social media page information there as well. You can pause and look at that information if you like. In the meantime, I'm going to keep this moving. Alright. Now you're looking at the top of the box, where you see the aircraft type, the airline's logo, the Air Caraibes title, as well as the 1/200 scale die-cast aircraft model on top of the box. And now you're looking at the bottom of the box, the same information that you saw at the top of the box that I showed you earlier. Alright. Now you're looking at the metal model stand that came with the model right here, what have you right here. And then you see the little black pattern right there. The purpose of that black pattern is to prevent your model from being damaged or scratched when you put your model on that stand. That's the purpose of that black pattern, folks. Now you're looking at this plastic bag, and what you see in this plastic bag are the gear replacement doors featuring the two little toothpicks. Please stay tuned as I go into details for the purpose of the gear replacements on this particular model, okay? Alright, with all the information out of the way about the history of Air Caraibes, all the details here on this box here, including the specification on the back of the box, the metal model stand that came with the model, as well as the gear replacements there inside that little plastic bag. With no further ado, everyone, here is the model. Check it out. There it is, folks. The JC Wings Air Caraibes Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide body aircraft in a 1/200 scale model. Now let me share you some information about the Air Caraibes Airbus A350-900XWB and how it was acquired in their fleet. Air Caraibes became the 11th airline after Qatar Airways, Vietnam Airlines, Finnair, the LATAM Airlines Group, Singapore Airlines, Cathay Pacific, Ethiopian Airlines, Thai Airways International, China Airlines, and Lufthansa respectively, to acquire this prestigious state-of-the-art aircraft, as Air Caraibes took delivery of its first of 3 Airbus A350-900XWBs extra wide-body aircraft that Air Caraibes placed orders for back on December 30th, 2013, and received their very first Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide-body aircraft, which bears the registration ship number F-HHAV on February 28, 2017, and the airline's first inaugural flight on this iconic jetliner took place on March 2, 2017, with the aircraft's first commercial flight operated as Air Caraibes Flight TX540, which flew from Paris-Orly to Pointe-à-Pitre, alternating with the Airbus A330-300 on this particular route, as Paris-Orly, Pointe-à-Pitre, and Martinique were more likely to become the gateway bases for this aircraft type, with the lion's share of their Airbus A350-900XWBs will mostly operate out of their Paris-Orly hub, as this aircraft is destined to become one of the flagship jetliners for the Pointe-à-Pitre based carrier in the foreseeable future, along with the forthcoming Airbus A350-1000, which is scheduled to enter the Air Caraibes fleet sometime in 2020. Now let's talk about the livery you see on this aircraft. I kind of like it. However, I couldn't find much information on it, except this is the current livery scheme of Air Caraibes, which was unveiled sometime in 2015. So, with all that information out the way, let's get down to the nitty-gritty and allow me to show you all the details on this aircraft now. Shall we? Let's roll. Now we're going to start at the front end of the aircraft on the port side. Sorry about that. Where you see the nose gear struts, the nose gear door featuring the partial registration ship number on the door, AV. You also see the pitot tubes and the static ports, what have you. The nose cone. You also see the pitot tubes around the nose cone. I'll give you a better visual view of that later on in the review, as well as the cockpit windows, as well as the windshield wipers. Now you see that little flag decal underneath the cockpit windows and what have you. That is the flag. That is the French flag decal. And this flag decal represents the country where Air Caraibes currently operates from, as one of the major flag carriers for the country of France and the national flag carrier of the French West Indies. Okay? And then you come over here by the L1 door, you see the logo there. That's the airline's logo right there, as well as on the engine. There, inside the winglet. There, as well as on the tail of the aircraft. Check it out. Okay, there. I don't know what that logo is. If anybody has an idea what that logo is, please post that in the comments section, because I tried looking up. I had no success trying to find out what that kind of logo is. Alright. Now you're looking at the Air Caraibes billboard titles next to the logo, which is what I find impressive, the two-tone blue colors. Now that little triangular pattern you see there on the edge of the wing, those supposed to be the inboard landing lights. Those are painted in there. They're not detailed like the 787 you see there though. But I hope Jay Swing, my guess is Jay Swing will probably get to that at some point. Alright. There you have it right there. Alright, we're still on the port side, and you're looking at these big massive engine with the airline's logo on it and the nice little blue there. And these are the Rolls-Royce Trent XWB-84 engines that are used on this particular Air Caraibes Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide-body aircraft. You also see the engine lip there, the front of the engine, as well as the engine cone at the back of the engine. Now I'm going to turn this aircraft model around and let you see the front of the engines, and the turbo fan blades do spin. Check it out. Now you're looking at the front of the engine, featuring the engine strikes right here, and the turbo fan blades do spin. Check it out. Perfect. And then you're looking at the inboard landing light on the edge of the wing, as well as the landing bogey gears here on the port side, as well as the landing gear struts and the landing gear door there as well. Now you're looking at engines on the starboard side, featuring the engine strikes over here, right there. And the turbo fan blades on these engines spin here as well. Check it out. Perfect. You also see the inboard landing light here on the starboard side, as well as the landing gears there, the landing gear struts, as well as the landing gear door there as well. Alright, now you're looking at the front of the airplane. You got a better view of the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers. You see the pitot tubes above the nose cone, between the nose cone and the cockpit windows, the actual nose cone, the nose gear doors, the nose gear lights, the nose gear struts, as well as the nose gear as well. So with that being said, I'm going to take it back to the port side of the aircraft, because there's more information shared over there as well. Let's roll. Now behind these massive Rolls-Royce Trent XWB 84 engines, you got a better visual view of the landing bogey gears here on the port side, the struts, as well as the landing gear doors as well. Now you're looking at this wingtip device over here, featuring the dual navigation light there, red and maybe green there. Now this wingtip device, what I call the blended winglet, and these wingtip devices are actually called blended winglets. And these blended winglets were made from composite materials, and the purpose of these blended winglets is to improve the overall efficiency of the aircraft, resulting in saving fuel, lowering noise emissions, and improving takeoff performance. These blended winglets has a 31.9 degree sweep angle, helping to increase cruise speed to Mach 0.85 and a maximum operating speed to Mach 0.89. The blended winglets for the Airbus A350 were produced at the Airbus Broughton factory, known as a specialist facility located in Hawthorne, Flintshire, Wales, which lies near the border of England and Wales. Now I'm going to let you see these blended wings at a different angle, the 31.9 degree sweep angle from the front angle. Check it out. Now you see the blended wings in the 31.9 degree sweep angle, how it's kind of curved off a little there, which I find impressive. Alright, we're at the back of the aircraft here on the port side, where you see the registration ship number right above the windows and by the L4 door. Registration ship number F-HHAV. Registration ship number F-HHAV. This aircraft is the first of 3 Airbus A350-900XWBs extra wide-body aircraft to enter the Air Caraibes fleet. And the first test flight on this aircraft took place on February 8, 2017 and was delivered to Air Caraibes on February 28, 2017. Now, we're still back on the port side, where you see the Airbus A350-900 decal right below the windows and next to the L4 door there as well. Alright, at the time of this video review posting, Air Caraibes is one of 16 carriers that are currently operating the Airbus A350-900XWB in their fleet. Qatar Airways, based out of Doha, Qatar, the actual launch customer. Vietnam Airlines, based out of Hanoi, Vietnam, the first Southeast Asian carrier. Finnair, based out of Helsinki, Finland, the first European carrier. The TAM/LATAM Airlines Group, based out of Santiago, Chile. There's the first carrier of the Americas. Singapore Airlines, based out of Singapore. Cathay Pacific, based out of Hong Kong. Ethiopian Airlines, based out of Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. There's the first African-based carrier. Thai Airways International, based out of Bangkok, Thailand. China Airlines, based out of Taipei, Taiwan. Lufthansa, based out of Cologne, Germany. Asiana Airlines, based out of Seoul, South Korea. French Blue, based out of Paris, France. Delta Airlines, based out of Atlanta, Georgia. Hong Kong Airlines, based out of Hong Kong. And Malaysia Airlines, based out of Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, are the others, as this aircraft will become one of the primary flagship jetliners in Air Caraibes fleet in the foreseeable future, along with the forthcoming Airbus A350-1000XWB, which is scheduled to enter Air Caraibes fleet sometime in 2020. And finally, we're at the back of the aircraft here on the port side. We see the two-tone blue crossing with the white. as well as the airline's logo you see there draped on the tail. Like I said, I have no idea what that logo is. If anybody can tell me what that logo is, I would truly appreciate it. It looks like it can pass for a plant, or it's like some kind of tree or what have you. Please let me know. All right. Now looking at the APU, auxiliary power unit exhaust hole right there, and it is a hole there. Check it out. There. And underneath that APU exhaust hole, you see two little strobe lights. Okay, they about right here, as well as the entire aircraft from the rear view angle. Check it out. There it is, everyone. The Air Caraibes A350-900XWB extra wide body aircraft from the rear view angle. Now looking at the front of the aircraft on the starboard side, where you see the nose gear struts, the nose gear door with the partial registration ship number on the door, AV. You see the pewter tubes, the static ports, the nose cone, the cockpit windows, as well as the windshield wipers, the French flag decal, the airline's logo, the front cargo container loading door, as well as the Air Caraibes title here displayed here on the front part of this aircraft. Alright, now you're looking at the center of the aircraft, where you see the inboard landing lights on the edge of the wing, the Rolls-Royce Trent XWB 84 engines here, painted in blue, featuring the airline's logo painted on the engine, the cowling part of the engine, as well as the engine cone, as well as the landing bogey gears on the starboard side, the landing gear struts, as well as the landing gear door there as well. Now you're looking at the blended winglet here on the starboard side, how it's curved off in a 31.9 degree sweep angle. I'm going to show you at a different angle there, and including the green navigation light that sits next on the edge of the blended winglet you see there. Okay. Now you see the blended winglet in a 31.9 degree sweep angle from the front view angle. Now you're looking at the back of the aircraft on the starboard side, where you see the rear cargo container door, the Airbus A350-900 decal, the registration ship number, the two-tone blue here painted on the back, as well as the airline's logo that's painted on the tail as well. Check it out. There you have it. It is nice though, I can say that. That logo is pretty neat. Alright. Okay, before I went to the starboard side, I forgot to show you one feature, which is this right here. If you don't know what that is, there's the AFT boat vent door right there. Alright. Now, before I show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as this undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail, I'm going to allow you to check out one feature, which is the rolling gears. Here it is right here. Rolls pretty good. Alright, the tilts, and the nose gear swivels as well. See there, there. Okay, so with that being said, allow me to show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model. Let's check it out. Alright, now you look at the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model. We're going to start at the front, where you see the nose cone. You see the pewter tubes right there above the nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, the power escape hatch door. You see the Wi-Fi box antenna, the anti-collision beacon light right there, high frequency antenna. You see the Air Caraibes titles on both sides. You see the ADF antennas in 3D, another high frequency antenna. The satellite communications antenna, another high frequency antenna. Then the tail here, there. Okay, no illuminator light, but if there was one there, it would place about right in there somewhere. And the purpose of that light is to light up this tail here when it flies during nighttime. Now let's check out the wings, folks. No wing walkway, but you got the flaps, slats, aileron spoilers, what have you. See the little warning information down there on the edge of the wing. See the nice little engine there. Fuel dump valve, as well as the blended winglet here, featuring the airline's logo here on that blue winglet. Check this side here. No wing walkway, but you got the flaps, slats, aileron spoilers, what have you. See the engine there. See the warning information there. I ain't gonna bring it up too close. The fuel dump valve and the blended winglet featuring the airline's logo that's displayed on this winglet here as well. Now you're looking at the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model, where you see the nose cone, the closed nose gear door, as well as the open nose gear door as the nose gear. See the underbelly. This aircraft here is painted in blue. See the antenna there. You see the Air Caraibes title and the Airlines logo there. The anti-collision beacon light right there by the hole where the stand goes in at. See the antenna there. You come back here, you see the APU housing doors right there, as well as the horizontal stabilizers underneath. But let's check out the gears, folks. A little challenging tilting, but that's alright. Then you come over here, you see the engines here underneath, as well as the flaps, slaps, aileron, spoilers, what have you. The fuel dump valve, as well as the blended winglet over here. Now let's check out this side, folks. A little challenge with the gears, but that's alright. The engine's there, as well as the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you. The registration ship number, the fuel dump valve, as well as the blended winglet on this side. Alright, since I showed you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail, now I'm going to put it on that nice little white metal stand that came with the model. So with no further ado, here is the model on the stand. Check it out. Okay, I finally got this model on the stand. However, it is a challenge getting that model on that stand. Like it's holding up, and I'm going to show you the issue right here. Check it out. Okay, you see the little gap right in here? It ain't even supposed to be no gap in there, you know. It's supposed to be all the way down in there. That's the only issue I have with this model so far. But other than that, it's all good. I want to know if anybody else that got this model had the same issue. Please let me know as well. I'd like to know, okay? Now you're looking at the aircraft in the takeoff landing position from the front view angle. You know, see how the blended wings are flexing on both sides of the aircraft, and including the Rolls-Royce Trent XWE-84 engine there, which I find impressive. All the gears intact. Now you're looking at this model in takeoff landing position on the starboard side with the model on the stand. And finally, look at this model from the tail can angle. As you can see, it's kind of slanted a little bit. That's because the model's not all the way down in there. There was a little challenge with the model going to the model stand, as I showed you earlier. Okay, before I take this model off the stand, I got in this position for a reason. The reason is the gears on this aircraft model. I'm going to take these retractable gears off here. Going with the nose gear there. Magnetic retractor you see there. The gears here on the port side. There. As well as the gears on the starboard side. There. Alright. Since I took all the gears off this aircraft model, I'm going to let you see this model from a different view angle. See that little gap there? Wow. Okay, but anyway, here's the model at the different angle. Check it out. Now you're looking at this model being displayed in flight mode. Now you got one or two options from this point on how you want to continue to display your models. If you want to continue to display it that way, that's fine. These little gear replacement doors inside this plastic bag here, that's the purpose of these gear replacements, is to substitute your gears while you display your model in flight mode. Or you can keep it in the gear down position with the gears on there. Gears up, gear down, no matter, that's your choice. I choose to leave the gears on mine because it adds more value to the model. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and put these gears back on this model, take this model to stand, and go ahead and wrap up this model review, okay? Now let's talk about the seating configuration on this aircraft, okay? The Air Caraibes Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide body aircraft seats 389 passengers in a 3-class configured cabin layout. Here's the breakdown, folks, from rows 1 to 3, which will be from here to about right here. You have 18 business class seats. Rows 5 to 9, which will be from here to about right here. You have 45 premium economy class seats. And rows 11 to 46, which will be from here all the way back to the rear of the aircraft. You have an additional 326 economy class seats, which brings a total of 389 seats. And finally, Air Caraibes currently employs their Airbus A350-900XWBs from Paris Orly to destinations such as Pointe-à-Pitre, Fort-de-France, San Francisco, and Papeete via San Francisco. Well, this will conclude this model review. I'd like to know if you got this model review, sorry about that, or you plan on getting this model if you can find it. I know it's available on eBay, but other than that, most of the retailers are pretty much sold out of this model, okay? I highly recommend get this model. It's pretty unique. All right, but with that being said, please take care. God bless. Stay tuned. There's more model content coming. Peace.